just 2 days ago. So yesterday the second egg doesn't hatch yet. Maybe today, inshallah. Wood pigeon, very beautiful pigeon, green color. Right. Oh. Okay, start. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi yassir, Rabbi yassir, Rabbi yassir, wa la tu'assir, wa tamim bil khair. Ya Fattah, ya Fattah, ya Fattah, ya Razzaq, ya Razzaq, ya Razzaq. Ya Alim, ya Alim, ya Alim, wa bika nasta'in. Allahumma rabbana rabbi zidna ilma. Allahumma rabbana ihdina as-siratal mustaqim. Today we'll continue the class of fundamentals of tafsir, or in Arabic, usul tafsir. Usul tafsir. The basic knowledge about tafsir. Last night, the class of last night, about Surah Yasin. So the fundamentals of tafsir will be, I have to give fundamentals, basic meaning, basic illustration. These are words. And another one is the history, the storyline, the timeline. The timeline you have to know also. So inclusive of these fundamentals, that means you have to know, let's say, the Qiyamah. What are the types of Qiyamah? Okay. No need. So last night. Yesterday we learned tafsir Surah Yasin about Qiyamah, So yesterday is the direct meaning of the fundamentals that we are studying. That means Qiyamah. So I think we start with Qiyamah today because we have learned last night. So you see the number in Qiyamah and the Q. No, you put the number. Okay. The number is number 40. You write number 40. You write number 40 Qiyamah. You write at the bottom there, number 30. Number 40, number 40. Number 40 Qiyamah. Qiamah. Qiyamah. Or Qiamat. Number 40, number 40 Qiyamah. So Qiamat, in the Quran, there are many verses about Qiyamah. So these are the variation of meaning of Qiyamah. Right? Then you write there. Okay. Notes. Qiyamah. One is the end of day, the end of time. Qiyamah. Whereby Earth, everything will be destroyed. The sun, the moon, galaxies, everything will be destroyed. Okay. I believe there are no. I don't know any hadith or any ayat or any scholar, any ulama there. But I think the Qiyamah is only the first heaven and below. The first heaven and below. Everything destroyed. That is my opinion. My opinion. So you can accept my opinion or you don't have to, because it is my opinion only. Okay? The Qiyamah, the first heaven, the earth, everything here destroyed. Okay? So some might argue maybe under the seven heavens and below. So either two. I don't know. But that's what my opinion. Okay? There are no dalil. There are no dalil. But that's my opinion. So based on that opinion, that means the Qiyamah will be, everything will be destroyed. Okay? Living only Allah alone. Even the Malaika also were dead. And there are no such hadith as saying that the Al-Jannah and Al-Jahannam is destroyed also. Okay? Al-Jahannam, hell and paradise is not destroyed. There are no such hadith. No. That means everything under the seven heavens. Wallahu alam. That's why what I base on. Okay. So anything under the seven heaven or the first heaven are destroyed. There is Qiyamah. Okay, end of day. The second meaning is the resurrection, the second blowing of the horn. Okay, whereby everybody will be resurrected, created again, recreate. And recreation, the body, your body, my body, everybody's body will be upgraded. You cannot have this body to be there, Your body, your soul, roh, plus body. Okay? That body is upgraded, so that you can withstand the judgment day. And after you be judged, whether you are going to paradise, your body also be upgraded again. You cannot enter paradise, Al-Jannah, with that upgraded version, but you have to be upgraded again to be in Al-Jannah. If not, you die. You go to Jannah, you die. Why? Because the enjoyment is so vast, Maybe your heart will have a heart attack. So you might die. Okay? Your eyes will be upgraded. Your tongue, your taste bud, your smell, your touch, everything will be upgraded. If not, you can't get all the nikmat that will be given. When you eat the food, you know that this is made of such and such a thing. You know everything. And you taste, your taste buds increase, your hearing increase, your smell increase. your eyesight increase, your touch increase. The touching of the skin and everything are increased. And you don't sleep anymore. There are no such thing in heaven, in Jannah, whereby you sleep. There are no sleeping there at all. You don't sleep anymore. So you look, are you like the malaika? Maybe, maybe. You don't feel tired. You don't feel bored. You don't sleep anymore. Now we sleep, am I right? After some time we sleep, we rest. Hmm? So the fundamentals is that you have to know this. The fundamentals is you have to know what is paradise. What we are learning now is the words that have been repeated in the Quran. One of the words is Qiyamah. So in order to tell about Qiyamah, so I will have to explain everything about Qiyamah. Just now I'm talking about paradise. Okay? You in paradise, in Al-Jannah, your strength will be 100 times the strength of normal of people, the strongest men now here in this dunya. 100 times stronger than the strongest men. Everything will be 100 times more than what we have in this dunya. Okay, hell, Jahannam. You cannot enter Jahannam, if not you'll be gone. Because the heat is too tremendous. So, to enter Jahannam, you have to be upgraded. The skin of the face, which should be the thinner skin of the face, will be the thinner skin. It is about 40 hasta thick. So how can fit this body 40 hasta, 1.5 feet? That means your body will be upgraded bigger. So that the torture of the azab, we call it the azab of hell, you can taste. Okay. So your body will be maybe 1 kilo or something high. The skin of the face is 40 hasta. And yet, the heat makes your face buckle. You know, buckle? Like crackers. You know crackers? You eat crackers, right? Whereby you put that, so it cracks. Because it's small that becomes bigger, you know? The face crack open. With that 40 hasta, still crack. The sitting in hell, the size of the squat, the sitting, I don't remember the hadith. It is about 100 miles. The size of sitting. You are very big. And of course, hell is very big. Okay? You cannot enter hell, the door open, you go inside. No, it is not like that. These are the fundamentals that we have to study. So one of the Qiyamah is, the meaning of Qiyamah is the elaboration of hell and paradise. Okay? So the first one, The first one, Qiyamah, means the end of day. The second one, the meaning of the second one is the resurrection. Then the third meaning is the Yaumul Mahsyar, whereby you go and wait for the judgment day to arrive. Qiyamah also means Qiyamah. There's three already. You have written three. Number four, Qiyamah. Judgment day. Number five, entering Jannah or Al-Jannah, paradise or hell. So every bit of this must be explained. Okay, there are words, so there are these words, then the explanation. Then there is another meaning. There is another meaning whereby majority of all Muslims will not be at the first Qiyamah. That means the end of day. No Muslim will be there. All are kafir. So only the kafir will see the end of day. Okay, Muslim, not even one will be there. So what is the meaning? Muslims Qiyamah will be his death. When you die, that is your Qiyamah. When you die, that is your Qiyamah. And then there's another one. Alam Barzakh. After death, when you die, until the time, the duration is the time when you die to the time, the first Qiyamah. So that duration is Alam Barzakh. Okay, that's number 40. Yeah? Understand me now? So, in order to know all this series of events are stated in the Quran and the Hadis. So when the time comes, I will explain this everything. Okay, in the fundamental. So that when you start to learn, you know the basic knowledge of it. The dalil will be given after that. Okay. So come back to the second fundamental. The first fundamental is iman. The first one is iman. That means your belief. Believe in Allah. Believe in Allah. Iman. Number one. The first book, the same thing. The first one. So you believe in Allah. I just repeat on it. Believe in Allah. Believe in Tawheed to Allah. All His sifat, all His attributes, that 99 attributes, will be explained under a book. Another book. The book is Ma'arifatullah. How to know Allah. Get to know Allah from the verses of the Quran. This is the basic. So in order to learn Ma'rifatullah, you have to learn this first. Okay? The repeated words in the Quran. So repeated words in the Quran, Amantu billah. Amantu billah. That means iman to Allah. You believe in the Tawheed of Allah. You don't do shirk anymore. That He is the one You have to believe in all his sifat, all his qadha and qadha, decree. Hmm? You have to believe in that he is the only one who administer everything, the needs and wants of his creation, the needs and wants of his creation. He is the creator, so therefore he will create. He will be the one who administer the other needs and wants of the creation, the creators that he created. Let's say, like I give you a simple example, creation, administration. I give you a simple example, then you write. Let's say, very simple. We men can eat meat, can eat fish, can eat vegetables, can eat fruits. Okay, so Allah create your teeth, your taste buds, your teeth, your taste buds, your smell, your mouth can only mask all this food. Our teeth are not be created where you can crush bones. You cannot take a bone and crush with your teeth. You cannot. So your mouth have a certain limit. Okay, certain limit. You cannot crush the bone. You cannot. So to eat meat? So to eat animals, you can only eat the meat. You cannot eat the bone. Okay. So everything in your body will be the enzymes, the proteins, everything will be for the digestion of this meat, fish, vegetables, fruits. Okay? You cannot digest, you cannot eat acid. You cannot. You will die. Okay. Now, the basic needs of the man will be to eat meat. So Allah create the animal for you to eat. All types of animals. Huh? He created you, me, and he created the food that we need to eat. Okay? So there are many types of animals, millions and millions of types of animals. Then he gave the direction that this type of animal you cannot eat because it is not good for you. Okay? This animal you cannot eat because it is not good for you. You can eat elephant because elephant is halal. It does eat only grass, leaves, bark, and so on. But it is too big, so you cannot kill. It is too big. No, you might get killed because the elephant is too big, and that not that many in comparison to deer and everything. In comparison, you can eat rhinoceros also because it eats only grass also. But you don't eat because it is too big and it is not that many. You can eat. You can. It's halal, you know. Don't you know? Don't you know?
I didn't do reading about it. First, it's halal because it's in bread.
Yeah.
Haram because it has bread.
No, not about that. No. No.
Animals of color.
Ada?
Animals of color.
Yeah. But we don't eat because it is not our way of life. We don't eat. Why? Because it is not our nature now. Before men eat elephant also. People from Africa come to Pakistan to study, bring the elephant meat. My son have eaten some. It is very because it's too big. If you kill, you get as a food. That means the elephant will be gone, cease to exist because it is too little. Okay, so you don't eat, and then your way of life you don't eat elephant anymore. Like squirrel. You know squirrel? It is halal. It is only fruit. Squirrel, halal to eat. But we Malays don't eat. Why? It is not our way to eat squirrels. Okay? So that's the meaning. These are all fundamentals of tafsir. The basic. Yeah, we have to know the basic. Then to get to the detail to become ulama, there's another story. Okay? What I'm telling you is the basic only. So the basic thing is that our mouth, our enzyme, our saliva can only digest protein from animals. Okay, protein from animals, protein from fishes, protein from fruits, and so on, carbohydrate, and so on. We can digest that. So about halal haram is another story, but Allah created everything is for men. So Allah create the elephant. So Allah create the elephants. Allah create the tigers for men. What do you know? Allah create tigers for you, for me. We don't eat tigers. We don't rear tigers at our house. They eat us. We don't eat pigs, wild boar. What in the Quran is it? Everything is created for you. So what is the meaning? The meaning is, the meaning is the type if we don't have wild boar and if let's say we have deers, all types of deers, monkeys and everything, and there are no animals to eat that monkey, that deer, that wild boar, what happened to the forest, do you think? What happened? No, I ask you a simple question. If all the wild boar, if all the deers, if all these animals in the jungle were not eaten by anything, by tigers, by panthers, by wild dogs and everything, what happened to the jungle? The jungle would die, because, deer eat the bark of the tree. It kills the tree. Okay? If the population of monkeys is too great, that means nothing will be left on the trees. So it eats everything. So Allah created the one who eats this type of animals. That means tigers, eagles, owls, panthers, and so on will eat these animals so that it can control the amount of animals in the jungle. Right now, we in Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur, we don't have tigers here. And you know that at my house, there are many wild boar, Yes, here also. Because we don't eat. We don't eat. The government enforce that we cannot shoot wild boar. Cannot. And there are no tigers, no panthers. So what happened? The wild boar bred. So we have problems now in our villages whereby our fruit trees, everything will be, and our animals were killed by this wild boar. And we have uh, uh, monkeys. You know. Here we have monkeys also, long tail, short tail. We have here also. Now it is little, but after some time it will grow like India, whereby you have a problem. You don't know. In India, in Africa, you cannot kill. So what happened? A lot of problems. So Allah created everything for you. So the tafsir will be everything is so that your life history, so that the nature, this jungle, these waterways, these oceans will be good, so that we can get replenished by the food. Okay. Okay, second thing, about what we eat. So we can only eat animals. So Allah created the animal. Okay, that's the first point. Allah created us, we can eat meat, fruits, carbohydrate, vegetables. That's the basic. Okay. So to get that, to make you understand is Allah created the cows, the goats. Very simple explanation. So that you can get the cow, to get the goat, to get the meat. Okay. Of course, Allah will create the food needed for the cows and goats. So He created the grass. Allah created the grass. The grass doesn't need a lot of fertilizer. The grass doesn't need a lot of fertilizer. The grass doesn't need maintenance. Only raindrops, and it starts to grow. Very basic. So cows and goats can eat the grass. Okay. If not, the cows and goats won't survive. So Allah created the grass and the trees, the leaves. Then, how about the grass itself? The grass must grow so that the animal can eat the grass. So it needs only photosynthesis, chlorophyll, carbon dioxide, and sunlight, basic. So that the grass can grow, so that the cows can eat, so that you can eat the cow. So that is the history. Okay. That's why there are many ayahs in the Quran. If you die, if Allah were to put you in hell now, there won't be any animals will be on earth anymore. There are ayahs like that. Because these animals are created for you. If everybody goes to hell, goes to Jannah, that means these animals are of no use already. Okay? Understand? That is the fundamentals of tafsir. He created you, so He created your needs and wants. Okay? So He created animals that kill these animals. For example, you cannot, if nobody kill the animal, that means let's say there are no tigers, no panthers, wild dogs and anything, then everything would be in havoc, lah. Okay. But how about this? Let's say the tiger. There are tigers in Russia, so yeah, Siberian tiger, the big one, the biggest one. Yeah. How do you know it is that much? How do you know? Because the jungle is too vast. The jungle from Europe to the end to the Siberia. Yeah, it is a forest and it is very big. It is very big. It travels a lot. I know there are little. The amount is not that many, but it is the biggest tiger. So if you don't have a tiger, then you have a surplus a number of wild boar. Then it will be problem like in America. America have problems of wild boar. Millions and millions of wild boar and wild pigs in America now. Millions and millions of wild boar and pigs in Australia because there are no predators. No predators. So they have to kill this, shoot and kill, just purposely kill. Because it is too many. It destroys crops. It eats men, you know. Wild boar can eat men, you know. Eat everything. So Allah created. So who kills the wild boar? The tiger. Then what kills the tiger? If the tiger cannot be killed by any other animals, that means we have a surplus. We will have a surplus of tiger. That means the amount of animals will be less because the tiger has so many. Right. So there are animals that eat the tiger or kill the tiger. What animal is it? It is the tiger himself. The tiger. The lifespan of one tiger is only 15 years. 15 years only. In zoos, maybe 30 years. In the wild, maybe 15 years. So after 15 years, it becomes slower, and another young male tiger will come and kill that tiger. So the tiger will be killed by the tigers. The wolves will be killed by other wolves. The bears will be killed by other bears, and so on. Okay, that's the simple explanation. Huh? So Allah gives you the needs and wants of the man. That is automatic. Whether you know or you don't know, Allah has created everything in equilibrium. Okay. Then for us, we need what we need. We need money, we need rizki, and so on. We can work and so on. Okay. If you don't have, then you do dua. That's all. Okay. So the belief in Allah, tawhid in Allah. There must not be any more syirik to Allah. There must not be any syirik to Allah anymore. Okay. Number two is the belief of iman to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Iman, you believe in Rasulullah. So iman to Allah means kalimah syahadah. Kalimah syahadah. Iman to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is kalimah syahadah. So the second kalimah syahadah. Wa asyhadu anna Muhammadar Rasulullah. Okay. Then came back to The third one, believe in kitab. Is there? Sorry. You put believe in Alkitab. These are the basic. Huh? Then we have the write up. Just write on it now. Believe in Kitab. The belief in Kitab. So Kitabullah is Taurat, Injil, Bible, and Quran. Nabi Ibrahim alaihissalam doesn't have a book, kitab, but he has a decree. We call it suhuf, small book, suhuf, the basic principle of belief. Suhuf. So all Nabis or Rasul will be given suhuf. Yes, suhuf. Okay. So in the Quran it said kitab. In the Quran it stated kitab. So if any verse come to about Nabi say Nabi Nuh alayhi salam or Nabi Saleh alayhi salam or Nabi Lut alayhi salam, Nabi Saleh alayhi salam or Nabi some other Nabis, whereby they say they believe in the book, believe in the kitab. That means believe in the suhuf. Okay, given to this Rasulullah. This Rasulullah, they are from Hadis. From Hadis Abi Dawud, we have 124,000 Rasul Nabis. Out of the 124,000 Nabis, there are only 313 Rasuls. So these Rasuls will be given suhuf, except for Nabi Musa alayhi salam of Taurat. Nabi Daud alayhi salam, Zabur. In English it calls Psalms. The book of Psalms, Psalms, Psalms. And then for Isa alayhi salam, Bible, Injil. And for Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Al-Quran. Okay, so this belief in kitab. The belief is that the kitab will be brought down, revealed by Allah. If you don't believe in any book, let's say we are Muslim now, you say that you don't believe Torah, you become kufur. You don't believe in Torah, that means kufur. You don't believe in Bible, also kufur. We believe the Bible is from Allah, Psalms to Nabi Daud from Allah, Torah for Nabi Musa alayhi salam from Allah. Okay, but we don't follow all the everything in this Torah, Injil, Zabur, but we follow only the Quran. Okay, the Sunnah also the same. Every Nabi have their own Sunnah. We follow the Sunnah on Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then the fifth one is the fourth one is a belief in the Quran. Belief in the Quran, very important. You believe on all the kitab, believe everything, believe on Quran. So the fourth one is the real belief of Quran. What does it mean? That means believe that Quran is from Allah and Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam gets it from Allah, gets explanation from Allah through Jibreel alayhi salam. Okay? And the belief of Quran is that you have to study. If you believe and then you don't study, there is a problem. That's a problem. Number 5. This is number 5. Sorry, that not number 40. Believe in akhirat. Believe in akhirat. That means believe in kiamat. Number 5. Here, you're right. Believe in akhirat. That means kiamat. One year we'll learn this now. So number 6. Then according to this, Tauhid, number 3, number 4, number 5. You just write first, then we put the sequence later. Number 3, Tauhid. Tauhid means Tauhid. The opposite is Syirik. Tauhid. The opposite is Syirik. Tauhid. Tauhid number 8 here. Number 8. See number 8. Is it the same? No. You just write, not the same. Just write Tauhid. There are Tauhid there. The numbering only different. So Tauhid is the oneness of Allah. The belief that Allah is the only one. That means to know Tawheed, that means you have to know Shirk. Tawheed means the oneness of Allah for every of His sifat. For every of His sifat, 99 sifat Allah. And one body, Zat, we call it, Zat. Of course, if I say one body, that doesn't mean that like our body or anything. No, not like that. No, it is different. Everything is different. So, Tawheed, that means to know Tawheed, you have to know Shirik. Shirik means, we have learned already, just repeat here. Shirik means, of course, if you say there are two gods, there will be Shirik. Now, Shirik from the Quran is, you say that beings, creation by Allah, let's say Nabi alayhi salam, Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or Malaikat alayhi salam, okay, have some or a little attributes of one of the sifat of Allah. That's Shirik. So Shirik is, you say that the creation have one of the attributes similar to a portion of one sifat of Allah. That's Shirik. Some might don't know. Sunnah. Okay. And so, and Hadis, Sunnah. When we talk about Sunnah, I have explained already to you, but for new students who come online or something, they don't know. So Sunnah means everything that Nabi do, Nabi say, or Nabi don't do, or don't say, which is followed by his Sahabat. That is sunnah. And the hadith must be sahih, not da'if. Okay. So numbering after that will be hadith sahih. What is hadith sahih? What is hadith sahih? Hadith sahih is any words from Nabi, any behavior, anything that he did. Huh? Anything that sahabat do during the time of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we call hadith sahih. Any mujizat must be hadith sahih. Any mujizat. Any story about all the Nabis previously, which is not in the Quran, Nabis must be sahih. Any karamah from the sahabat will be is there in the hadith sahih. Okay. So hadith sahih means anything that is been words, behavior, things that Nabi do, sahabat say, in the time of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam must be. If it is sahih, then it is called hadith sahih. So sunnah is hadith sahih also. So the difference between sunnah and hadith sahih is that sahabat don't do sunnah, don't do mujizat. Nabi only do this mujizat. Nabi only get the revelation from Allah, from ayat al-Quran. Okay. There are no sahabat who get revelation from Allah. Any ayat to, let's say, Umar al-Khattab. Then Umar would say that I get this ayat from Allah last night. Now I'm telling you, no, there is no such hadith. Okay? Quran will be revealed only to Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So sahabat cannot get revelation, cannot receive revelation from Nabi. Yes. Okay. So there are things about sahabat, about Rasul, the things that they are capable of doing and what they are not capable of doing. All this must be hadith sahih. So the difference is that any ibadah which is followed by sahabat will be sunnah. If sahabat doesn't follow, but the hadith is sahih, it is for the knowledge or the aqidah or anything. Okay? That is not sunnah. That is not sunnah. Okay, hadith da'if. Hadith da'if, that means hadith is not authentic. It cannot be made into ibadah, into syai'ah, into anything, cannot. Huh? Hadith da'if is just for guidance of it. Guidance of it. Number 11. Number 9. Hadith munkar. Hadith munkar or da'if jiddan. Hadith da'if jiddan. Cannot be practiced, cannot be publicized, revealed to others. Bid'ah. Any ibadah, any syariah any hukum, any syariah, any hukum, fiqh, and so on, which was not taught by Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is considered bid'ah. It's considered bid'ah. Considered bid'ah. Let's say, like I give you an example. Worship of idols is not Nabi doesn't teach. So if you worship the idol, if you worship the idol, the behavior is bid'ah. Okay, the behavior is bid'ah. The hukum is kufur. Why bid'ah? Because Nabi did not teach you how to do worship of idols. Okay, but if you do it, there is kufur. Nabi doesn't teach. Nabi teaches that we cannot drink alcohol. Okay, if you drink, you are doing bid'ah. You are doing bid'ah. Okay. But the behavior of taking this, if you drink alcohol, you drink alcohol, that means you are doing bid'ah because Nabi doesn't teach you. But the behavior, the thing that you do, you've got a big sin. Okay. And the bid'ah only occur about ibadah, about religion, about religion. Other things like how to grow trees, how to rear animals, and so on, are not considered bid'ah. How to build houses, it is not bid'ah. I think that's all for today. If, inshallah tomorrow we'll continue this bid'ah on bid'ah. Tomorrow, inshallah. Tomorrow same time, inshallah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbana taqabbal minna wa innaka antas samiul alim. Kalenda.